Hey, good afternoon. This is Nelene with Nelene Gibbs Real Estate and Gibbs Realty Group. And I have been trying to get on here live for the last couple of minutes and my desktop would not let me in. So I am back on my phone and I'm going to hang on just maybe for another second to see if anybody hops on here with us live. I've been posting this week that I was going live today and I just didn't know exactly when I was going to get to do that. I've been in continuing education today, just rushed back to the office and here I am. So this is going live on my business page. So for those of you that are watching this as a rebroadcast, I'm going to kind of catch everybody up. I see a couple of you getting on. I just want to say hey and welcome. I want to just kind of introduce myself a little bit. Most of you guys probably know me, but for those of you that don't, my name is Nelene Gibbs, and I am a local real estate broker licensed in Virginia and North Carolina, and I've been in business a little bit over 14 years and have been blessed with an amazing business, some wonderful clients that I call family and friends, and my heart has always been to educate and to make sure that everybody was knowledgeable and felt comfortable through the whole process as far as buying a home and selling a home and just the real estate market in general. So I started thinking the last few weeks about what would be the best option to really be able to share the information that I have with a broader market. So I am now starting on Wednesdays, and I'm going to try to get consistent with the time so I can publish it. So you guys can get in live with me, which would be great. We can have some interactive conversations. I'm going to be doing real estate tips and trends in the Virginia Hampton Roads market and in the northeastern North Carolina market, which includes Currituck County in Moyock area, and also as far down as the Outer Banks. So I'm going to be providing a weekly update on market information, and then in addition to the market information, I really want to provide some information on real estate, excuse me, as a whole. For those of you that know me, you know I love tea, so I am going to drink some tea. Like I said, I've been in continuing education all day, and my throat's a little dry, but anyway. So part of what I want to do is give you some really updated market information. And I've been taking some notes into some things that have been happening this week in our market. And REIN, R-E-I-N, which is our MLS, came out with a published statement this week, that we had they called it meteoric rise of homes that went under contract. Actually, a 30% increase year over year. So they say we have a meteoric 30% increase year over year of homes that are actually under contract right now. So that's pretty amazing. So that tells you we're in a really solid, really strong, healthy market. I want to tell you some statistics on our market as a whole as far as our average price point, our days on the market. Excuse me. So in Hampton Roads, and this is all of the MLS for detached homes. This doesn't include condos or attached properties, but our median price point is $249,000. And that is a 6.3% increase above, excuse me, above where we were this time last year. Our average day on the market for that home is 32 days. And we have what we refer to as inventory on the market. We have 3.9 months of inventory. So if all of the houses we have on the market right now were to sell in 3.9 months, we would have no homes to sell. So, it's a pretty low number. I don't consider it balanced, but it is what it is. We could certainly use some additional properties for sale. Now, excuse me. In the Currituck market, the median price on those homes are $296,900. That is a 10.6% increase over this time last year. So we can see that that is a healthy market. It is growing. The buyers that bought last year, a year ago this time, according to statistics across the MLS, actually have had a 10.6% appreciation, and that's pretty good. We also, in the current market, we have a lot of new construction going on. So that's a little healthier as far as number of units available. There is almost an 8-month, it's a 7.9 month worth of inventory on that market. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Outer Banks. I did spend today in some amazing training with the Outer Banks Association of Realtors, and we talked a lot about technology, and it was really interesting. I had this, I call it my new webinar, had this plan for some time, but they talked a lot about getting on video and sharing information with our clients, which is what I really want to do. So the Outer Banks market is a little higher price point. The median price point there is going to be $391,000. And their days on the market, so if you put a house on the market in the Outer Banks, the average time is 128 days. So it does take a little bit longer to sell those homes down there. It's a little different market. A lot of those are second homes. A lot of them are vacation properties. And there are some permanent residents, but most of them are second home vacation properties. And they have a 5-month supply of homes left. So they've had a 10.2% rate of appreciation year over year. So if you're a property owner on the Outer Banks, you can see that your investment has increased about 10.2%. So that's pretty good year over year. We've been seeing some healthy appreciations in real estate, and it seems like a lot of people are kind of holding on to their homes. Right now, the average person is staying in their home about 9 years. A few years back, that was between 6 and 7 years. So we're seeing people hang on a little bit longer. Hey, Tootie, I see Tootie Mosier watching. It's good to see you. Hope you guys are doing well. And I want to tell you some of the topics that I'm going to be talking about as the weeks go on, because I think I'm going to make this a weekly event, and I'm going to try to get it scheduled out so that way you'll know what time I'm coming on, and you can kind of get that update on the market and some hopefully some topics that are going to be of interest to a lot of folks. I want to talk about vacation rental second homes. For anybody that's got money in the bank, you know your money in the bank is making hardly 0% interest. So if you had taken that money a year ago and invested it in real estate on the Outer Banks or in some of these other markets, particularly the Outer Banks for that vacation rental home, you would be realizing a little bit over a 10% appreciation in value right now. And I can guarantee you money in the bank is not making 10%. I'm also going to talk a little bit about 1031 exchanges. I've got clients that have investment property that decide that they want to go into a different market. And most of the time, you realize if you sell an investment property or a rental property, excuse me, you're going to pay taxes on that capital gains. But through a 1031 exchange, there is a great way to shelter that money, to invest it in another like-kind property and not have to pay those taxes. So I'm going to share some details on how that works for all of you folks that are interested in that. I'm going to talk about refinancing because mortgage rates are extremely low right now. So you know what? You may say, I'm not selling, I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere. Well, let's talk about the option for a refi. Is that something that would be viable for you and for your family right now if you're going to plan on staying in your home? I also want to talk about what do real estate brokers do to earn their brokerage fees. A lot of people don't understand what we do. It's a big process. It's a whole lot more than putting a sign in the yard and getting a contract on your house. And I want to delve a little bit deeper into that to kind of share what that looks like. And I also want to talk about if you are considering selling, what does that look like to get your home ready to sell? That's something we spend a lot of time with our clients. You'll see us post, hey, this house sold in 2 days or 3 days. But you know what? We didn't just stick the sign in the yard. We may have spent 30 or 45 days with that client, excuse me, getting their home ready to sell. I just had one very recently. We have multiple offers, sold first 4 days on the market, but we spent a lot of time and the sellers put in a lot of effort to get top dollar for that home and get it ready for the market. And part of what we offer in our services is helping you get that home ready to sell. How do we determine the price? You know, everybody's like, well, my house is worth X number of dollars, or Zillow says, or Realtor.com says. I want to really break down our methodology on how we price your home, because pricing your home is absolutely imperative. And then I also want to talk a little bit about technology and how technology is playing a part in real estate today. You know, we've all heard the term the iBuyer. What does the iBuyer mean for me? Zillow's getting into buying homes. How does that work? You know, they've got these instant offers. What does it look like if I decide I want to sell for an instant offer? And talk a little bit about the technology side in real estate. So those are just a few of the ideas that I have right now. And I know this is kind of an off time, and a lot of you guys are probably at work, not able to watch this live, but it will be on my personal page and on my business page that you can come back and watch it later. And I would love to have some comments or some feedback in the comments as to some topics of interest that you would have. You know, I want to give you the tips, I want to give you the trends, and I want to talk about just the whole gamut of what real estate has. With over 14 years in the business, I can't say I've seen it all, because each day sometimes comes up with new challenges, but I've got a lot of information. I like to be your trusted advisor. I want to be that person that really gives you the straight and narrow. I'm not going to tell you something just to make you feel good. I'm going to give you upfront and honest, you know, what you need to hear about your real estate transactions, and then just learn a little bit about investing, about the market, you know, and share some details. So you guys, leave me some comments below. I would love to hear your feedback. You know, what are you interested in? What do you want to know about real estate? And I'll be glad to answer those in a video. I'll be glad to answer them personally. Always available for you guys for any questions you have. Hey, Rob Dean, hope you're having a great day. But anyway, I'm going to share this on my personal page. It's going to be on my business page. So you guys feel free to jump back on anytime and shoot me some comments and let me know what you think. But this is going to be a weekly. I'm planning on Wednesday. I also am planning to be more intentional to really put some of this knowledge and information into a weekly email that I'm going to send to all of my clients. So if you're not on my client list, if you're not on my friends list, shoot me a personal message with your email, and I'll be glad to get you on my email list to make sure that you get that information. I'm just going to really be delving into a lot of stuff for the remainder of this year, and 2020 is going to be the year of information. I am calling us, we are the Amazon of real estate. So you can go to Amazon, you can buy anything you want to buy. We want you to be able to come to Nelene Gibbs Real Estate and Gibbs Realty Group and get anything that you need in real estate, whether that's buying, selling, staging, just advice, just counsel, consultation, whatever that is you need. If you need contractors, if you need an electrician or a plumber or you know, a whole house remodel. We have a great network of people that we're associated with, and I just really want to be able to share that information with you guys and be that trusted advisor that I've been to so many people for many years. But I feel like there's a great need for information in the market, and I want to be able to put it out there for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone has an amazing day, and shoot me some comments below, and I'll be glad to answer them. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.